Introduction. The book of 2 Samuel follows the life of King David, one of the most prominent figures in Israel's history. It chronicles his rise to power, his reign as king, and his personal and political struggles. 2 Samuel chapter 9 is a unique chapter in this book, as it tells the story of David's unexpected act of kindness towards Mephibosheth, the crippled son of his former friend Jonathan. Historical background. David had become king of Israel after the death of King Saul. Jonathan, the son of Saul and David's close friend, had also died in battle. According to Jewish tradition, when a new king came to power, he would often seek out and eliminate any surviving members of the previous king's family to prevent any challenges to his throne. However, David wanted to show kindness to any remaining members of Saul's family out of respect for his friendship with Jonathan. Subheadings. 1. David's kindness to Mephibosheth, 2 Samuel chapter 9 verses 1-8. David seeks out any surviving members of Saul's family to show them kindness. Mephibosheth is brought before David, and David promises to restore to him all the land that belonged to his grandfather, Saul. David also commands his servants to provide for Mephibosheth and his household. 2. Mephibosheth's response, 2 Samuel chapter 9 verses 9-13. Mephibosheth is overwhelmed by David's kindness and humbly accepts his offer. Mephibosheth is restored to his rightful place in society and eats at the king's table as one of his own sons. Major themes. 1. Grace and redemption. 2 Samuel chapter 9 is a story of grace and redemption, as David shows kindness to Mephibosheth despite his physical disability and his family's history. David's act of kindness is a picture of God's grace towards us, even though we are unworthy and flawed. 2. Loyalty. The relationship between David and Jonathan is an example of true friendship and loyalty. Despite the fact that Saul was David's enemy, Jonathan remained loyal to his friend and even made a covenant with him to ensure that their friendship would endure. David's kindness towards Mephibosheth is an extension of his loyalty to Jonathan and his desire to honor their friendship. 3. Restoration. Mephibosheth had been living in hiding since his father's death, and his physical disability made him an outcast in society. David's act of kindness not only restored Mephibosheth's position in society but also restored his hope and sense of purpose. Conclusion. 2 Samuel chapter 9 is a powerful example of how grace and redemption can transform lives. David's act of kindness towards Mephibosheth not only restores his position in society but also demonstrates the kind of compassion that God has for us. It is a reminder that we are all in need of God's grace and that it is through our relationships with others that we can show the love of God to those around us.